Hello, everyone. This is Happy Mobelini, the mayor of Hazard, coming to you tonight with Jerry Stacy, our emergency management person for Perry County. And the first report will be about the water. I mean, we still have all the crews in here from Cannonsburg, Ashland, Corbin, Laurel County, Louisville, Oldham County, Jackson County, Hardin County, Rural Water, and the regional group from Owensboro. And we know it's slow going, but we're down to from about 9,000 customers without water. We're down to around 1,000 to maybe 800 without water. We're still trying to fill the tanks. We're still trying to replace the lines as we go. And if you'd go on to Hazard's website and watch the video that the Louisville Water Crew has done about the devastation of our system, that might give you a better understanding of what we're dealing with. They're saying this is the largest or the worst disaster ever to the infrastructure of any place in the state of Kentucky, no matter what storm, because this not only affected the power lines, but it affects the sewer lines, water lines, the roads, and bridges are washed out, and it's just a monumental task to get it back on. We do have water all the way down to Little Buckhorn, and we're starting over Buckhorn Mountain. Now, when we go down 476, it's got water all the way to Little Buckhorn, but now some of the hollers haven't been turned on yet, so we're doing that. And each time we do, we have to find the leaks. We got the new service pump in from California, so we are filling the tanks up as we speak, and we'll try to keep you updated. You know, just you have to bear with us, but go watch that video. Also, if you see any of these crews out here working on the water, when this storm originally hit, and Jerry can attest to that, the emergency management, everybody said we're going to be 6 to maybe 9 months trying to rebuild our infrastructure to get people water, and we're 3.5 weeks into it, and we're down to about 1,000 people. I mean, now all these fixes aren't permanent because we're just trying to get water to everybody, and then we'll have to continue to go back and bury the lines and get it done before winter. But if you see these crews out here, make sure that you thank them, because there's no way we could do this without their help. On the volunteer side, you can still volunteer to help clean people's houses out down at HDA, Housing Development Alliance, who does a great job. I mean, and go out and check on the neighbors and see, make sure you get registered to try to get into that. Jerry's going to talk to you a lot in a minute about FEMA, so pay attention. One thing that's in the works, and this is through the state, they're coming in to assess Perry County Park so we can get power, sewer, and water down there, so we can hook up the trailers for people to live in. You can tell each morning it's getting colder, and we've got tons of people up and down these creeks living in tents. I know there's one family living on a trampoline out there with a tent on it. So I know that the governor and them are trying. They're going to come in here, and I think within the next week or two we should have some temporary housing set up for people, and then we'll come up with the criteria of how to do that. On the volunteer side, one thing up at the J.C. Penney's, what we really need is, obviously we need volunteers to help, but we need mops, newborn diapers, any type of box fan, pet food, normal brooms. We need food, non-perishable items. We're out of food. We need sheets and towels of all sizes, pillows, sponges, Pine Sol, laundry detergent, razors, deodorant, combs, and brushes. And we'll try to give you an update tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow I can say we have 500 people without water, but just bear with us. And if you please go watch that video, and it will give you a really perspective of what we're up against. Thank you.
This is Jerry Stacy, Emergency Management Director. I just wanted to step in just for a minute here, and first of all, I want to thank Happy and Scott for the job they're doing and how hard they're working to try to help our people as much as they can. So, but I wanted to take a minute just to talk about the IA program that FEMA has. That it's individual assistance. That's to help all of our people that has damage to their homes that's went through this flooding event, and just I wanted to briefly touch on this process. It is a huge process. It's a cumbersome process. It takes time. There's hurdles to jump going through this process. All of you that have already applied, that has started this process, already understand that. My advice is for anyone that has been denied or has a very minimal or small offer, that does not mean that this process is over. You need to go back to the Disaster Recovery Center and appeal. And my advice and approach would be to don't take no for an answer. You got to keep applying. That's how this system is set up. The system was created by law, and so the system, the FEMA people that's representing FEMA is following the system that is in front of them. It's created by law. It's tough to navigate. They will tell you that, but it's still a system. So just be patient. Don't get discouraged, and keep appealing. And they are not here to put you all the way back to 100%, but they can help, and they can help quite a bit. It's just you've got to make sure that you navigate this system and stay focused on going back and going back and going back if you need to. The Disaster Recovery Center is at the college, in the Feltner Center, on the campus of Hazard Community and Technical College. I also wanted to talk about a mobile unit that they've got set up at Hazard Community Center. The Home Place Community Center on Troublesome Creek on Highway 476. It's at real close to where the Home Place Clinic actually used to sit, at the top of the hill. When you go in at the Home Place, just stay on the main road. They're at the top of the hill there on the right. They have tomorrow. They've been there from 8 a.m. this morning to 8 p.m. this evening, and the same for tomorrow, 8 a.m. in the morning. That's Friday, August the 18th, and through 8 a.m. Tomorrow evening. So it's important that if you've got any issues with the process at this point, if you need any kind of questions answered that you're not sure about, if you've been denied, you can go back. You can go to either the Disaster Recovery Center, or you can go to the Feltner Center or the Home Place Community Center, either one, to get your questions answered. Now, if you're having issues with inspections, they will have a team of inspectors at the Home Place Community Center tomorrow with their mobile unit. That if you're having issues with that, you can get your inspections hopefully completed tomorrow. So, or at least get in that process to where they can get to you right away. Now, they will also be going, FEMA has told me that they will be going to homes, addresses tomorrow. Even if they've not been able to get in touch with you, they're going to take those addresses and try to get FEMA inspectors to those homes that have not had inspections. So FEMA could possibly show up tomorrow. FEMA representatives are properly credentialed. Usually they have it around their neck. It's a small identification card, the picture of the person that's there. They usually will have a FEMA shirt on. So if they don't find anyone home, they're telling me they're going to leave flyers for callbacks. There'll be phone numbers that you can call back if you're having issues with inspections. So stay focused on this system. I know it's a slow, tedious system, but just stay focused and keep going back and keep applying, keep appealing if that's what you need to do. So the other thing Happy touched on briefly that I wanted to mention is I met with people with the state today. They are looking at the Perry County Park. We're hoping that contractors will be in there to begin work on infrastructure as far as water and electrical hookups by the end of this week. And so hopefully over the next couple of weeks, we can get some trailers in there and make some short-term housing available. We know that there's a lot of our people that need that situation, and we're doing everything that we can to speed that along and get that situation set up so you can utilize that. So just again, on the IA system, the individual assistance, stay focused on that and keep appealing. Thanks.